Okay, so hello everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Ricky's Reviews, where today we are finally finishing up the Jurassic World series with Jurassic World Dominion. Now, this movie. Oh boy, what do we say about this movie? Now, inherently, this was the final part in the Jurassic World trilogy, and as much as it was marketed as a final Big Bang conclusion to the film, was it truly that? Well, nah, not really. So this movie had literally everything riding on it, a few years of build up. Dinosaurs are in our world now, and what do we do with it? We choose to include a plot about locusts. This movie was confusing. So the premise of this movie is that dinosaurs are now in our world, and humans are trying to live with that. But some of the dinosaurs are being captured and taken to this place in the Dolomite Mountains called Biosyn, where they have these dinosaurs there for whatever reason. Also in Biosyn are these locusts that they've created that they've set loose on the world for whatever reason I don't remember. Something about some medical breakthrough they were trying to find, but the locusts got loose, and now our characters, being Chris Pratt, Claire Dearing, Maisie, and then the original three from Jurassic Park, that being Alan Grant, Ellie Sattler, and Dr. Ian Malcolm, have to get to the bottom of this and what happened before the time runs out, and yeah. So that's the premise of this movie. Now, I'll start with the dislikes, get the negatives out of the way. I did not like how they made the characters, the legacy characters, for the modern day. Like, there's a line about sliding into DMs that I'm just like, oh no, movie, why did you do this? I just don't like how they made the characters for the modern day. They could have just kept the legacy characters as were. Like, you didn't even need to bring them back to tell this story, but I guess it was a nice touch. I mean, they did bring back Ian Malcolm in Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, so I guess him coming back was warranted, but the other two, we hadn't heard from them since Jurassic Park 3, so yeah. So that's one thing I didn't like about the movie. Also, the villain, or I guess villain dinosaur, because every Jurassic World movie has had a villain dinosaur, with Jurassic World having the Indominus Rex, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom having the Indoraptor, and this movie having the Giganotosaurus, which didn't even really feel like a villain. It just felt like how a dinosaur should act, because it was being territorial over the food. It didn't even really get set up as a villain. Like, maybe if it killed one of the original cast, like it's set up like it felt like it was going to, then it might have been more like a villain, but they didn't do that. So they made this big conclusion, like all the marketing was that this thing was going to be like the villain. And even the director, I believe, Colin Trevorrow, I think he's the director, right? I don't even remember. They're like, oh, this dinosaur's like the Joker, how it just wants to watch the world burn. Wasn't that what the Indominus Rex was like? They just killed people for sport? This didn't even kill a single person, I don't believe. I'm pretty sure the Dilophosaurus killed more people than the Giganotosaurus does in this movie. So it just doesn't really feel like a villain. So that's two things. Then the locust subplot. I don't get why they had to include a thing about locusts in this movie. If you just had a movie about dinosaurs in the real world and what humans were going to do about it, it would have been fine. You didn't have to have a whole subplot about locusts and their effect on our world. Just focus on the dinosaurs. Focus on Jurassic World, not Locust World. You know, like, it just feels like this movie had so much riding on it, so much hype, so much build-up, and it had some very good marketing, I will admit, setting up the original cast and all this, and then they just did nothing with it. They just set it up as a movie about locusts, and it just felt kind of, it kind of cheaped out some Jurassic fans. Like, I know when I originally saw this movie, I'm like, oh wow, this was so good. This felt like a definitely really good conclusion. But now that I've sat on this movie, or like sat on the thought of this movie for a few years now to do the review on it, it feels, I definitely really see how people didn't really like this movie. Now, that being said, there were some good things about this movie. I did like how, okay, let me think. Positives. There's not many, but I'll give a few. I do like how they gave Dr. Henry Wu somewhat of a redemption arc in this movie, and it kind of, his character kind of goes full circle with him now kind of releasing the thing to kill all the locusts, ending his work, so he's not now no more hated by the world for what he's done. That was a good thing, how they made his character go full circle. I also love, and I'll incorporate this with my favorite scene, it's playing a bit back in the trailer, the scene with the Therizinosaurus in the jungle, how it's a blind Therizinosaurus. I really liked how they did that with the setup, like it's in the jungle and it kind of feels somewhat like a horror movie. I'm guessing you're getting an idea now, because with the how my favorite scene for Fallen Kingdom was the bit in the bed that was kind of similar to Alien with the Indoraptor. I just kind of like these horror-infused scenes, and I'm guessing because the day this video comes out, tomorrow I'm going to see Jurassic World Rebirth. So hopefully they'll have some horror scenes with the new killer or dinosaur, the T-Rex. But we'll see about that. So other than that, that's what I liked about the movie. Now, favorite scene, yeah. Now, to give this movie a rating, I will give the 2022 sequel to Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, Jurassic World Dominion, a 6.5 out of 10. Now that is my review for Jurassic World Dominion. I hope you guys enjoyed. Comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. And one more thing. Oh, yep, Jurassic World Rebirth. I'm excited to see that, and I'm hoping that movie will deliver more than this did. But until then, I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.